This is Gerard Wiley checking in, and this is my Week 2 Media Psychology project presentation. Now, for those who were watching last week, we learned that neuromarketing, or media psychology as we call it, gathers sophisticated information about consumers' mental engagement with media and how it can actually affect their true buying power and behavior. We also learned that according to scientists, our brains are so incredible, they literally process 2,000 bits of information per second. And that is some very important information to know, especially for media strategists and when you're helping design or help improve a company's media strategy. When marketing to whoever you're marketing to, you want to make sure that you're giving them something they're going to remember, whether that's consciously or unconsciously. Now today, the brand I've chosen to help out is selfieonastick.com. During this conversation, I'll be discussing what specific influence or persuasion techniques can be included to actually help their audience react a little bit better towards the website. And I'll also be discussing the 3 brain-based strategies, primal, feeling, thinking, that can be used intentionally to grab the audience's attention. When developing a successful media campaign, you have to ask yourself this first question. Does the brand make every effort to connect with shoppers via social media? The answer to that question is no. They do actually include their social media, but you shouldn't have to send your consumers looking for that. So my first bit of advice to Selfie on a Stick is to actually move that social media copy and paste it up here as well. Add some color. What you can also do is put follow us on our social media. Also add the amount of followers you have. That would be for your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. And with those followers, you are giving your audience your social proof that is needed. Now, you're also able to include your call to action, which would be your follow now and we follow back tab, which can be put right above wherever you add your social media tabs. Now, that simple phrase alone is considered reciprocity. Because people know that you're willing to follow them back on their social media, they are going to be more inclined to follow your brand and buy it. Now, that behavioral plan is based on 3 simple things: your motivation, your trigger, and your ability. Now, your motivation is to simply get the selfie on a stick to follow you back. Your motivation is they follow you back, you get to follow them. And the ability is anybody's able to do that. It's as simple as clicking that link and it taking you there and then you clicking the follow button. Now, another question you have to ask yourself when looking at this website is, does Selfie on a Stick invite exploration, discovery, and play to their website? And the answer is also no. There is no image, there's no logo. We just see this here, which is just simply Selfie on a Stick. So the first thing comes to mind is, why not get a logo? Because with the concrete visual, you're able to appeal more to your online viewers, and it also adds a professional online presence as well. So with the visual, you're automatically targeting all parts of the brain: your feeling, your thinking, your primal. And I've actually included a logo that I think would be excellent for selfiestick.com. And in this logo here, you are invited into the world of a selfie. It's there. You're inside. You've been accepted. You now know why you're here. Now, it's also not a very visually appealing website. Everything does seem kind of off and unbalanced. And the first thing you notice are the tabs here. I honestly feel as though the tabs should be the most important part of the website. It's the first thing people see. I think they should be lined up, and lined up whereas you might not even need to include all of these tabs. So what you're able to do is add a drop-down menu if you have any extra tabs, but you should always make sure that whatever tabs you have line up perfectly in one line on that home page. It keeps it simple, and currently it just seems as though too much is going on. There's no alignment. I also feel they can create a better call of action. Now, the original one they have here is the original and best selfie on a stick buy now. But why not add a question? According to scientists that study media psychology, adding a simple question mark invites your audience into your world as well. It's much more inviting. So if you had something simple as, How do you like your selfie on a stick? Automatically you're drawn in. And that is more inclined to have you click buy now because you're going to want to know what type of selfie you like on a stick. It's also something you're able to hashtag, which I thought was pretty cool. And the last thing I recommend as far as discovery and play are to move the images up. Now keep in mind, we live in a visual world, and the images they currently have on this page are professional, they're clean, they're quality, and that should actually be the first thing you see when you go to the home page. And I actually compare it to another page, which is the Hendo hoverboard page, which is a hoverboard that's recently come out. If you notice, the first thing they have here is an intro video about the board and what it is. Selfie Stick can do that as well. They would have it right here because they also already have many videos. You can even see who they're contracted with and who they've done business with. All of these are multi-million-dollar companies. People need to know that. The next question is, does the brand give consumers a sense of community and shared purpose? Now, it's selfie on a stick, and because of the popularity of the selfie stick, the brand automatically gives the customers a sense of community and service, especially for those who really, really want the selfie stick. Now, they have incredible images already posted on this website. They're just placed in the wrong place, like I had stated previously. So these videos here, scroll those up. These images here, bring those up. Another question I had to ask myself was, does the brand solicit customers' feedback? And does it respond quickly to a customer's request? The answer is no. Now, although there is a contact us page at the bottom here, which I actually kind of had to dig around and look for, you do not want to send your consumers looking for a way to get in contact with you. So I honestly feel it needs to be added somewhere up here. So there's a lot of compressing that they're able to do, which is a good thing because you're making it more simple and direct. Now also, I do feel that they need to add a email subscription tab bar anywhere, either on that home page or under the contact. Now that's because when people buy this, they're going to want to know how to get in touch with you. And then lastly, we have to ask ourselves, does the brand inspire customers to become experts, connoisseurs? Now, I honestly feel once these images and videos are dragged up to the top of this page, it will take off. Everybody's going to want to be involved in the selfie stick community. And you're doing that just by keeping it simple, direct, attractive. So automatically, your feeling part of the brain is targeted as soon as you go on the website. I suggest adding some color. It's selfie on a stick. Make it fun. Make it entertaining. Once again, you want to involve people in the world you're trying to create.